both team and now these haters salty.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the East Coast Red and Gold podcast. I'm Niners Jess, along with Ty Alston. Maddie B is inactive tonight, and we got your girl Bex. What's going on, Faithful?
Hey, hey, hey.
Not much. It's a good Wednesday. How's everybody
It is
doing?
Wednesday, July 31st. We are the last day of July. Thank God.
Looks like it's been a long month, though.
Yes, it definitely has been a long month.
Don't speak ill of the month of July. Now, come on. It's this week.
No, I know. No, I had a good time in July, but it was very, very long. And I'm ready for the regular season to kick off.
Well, you partied this whole month, so
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You have a point there. All right. So Tarrerdome should be joining us shortly. But just saying hello to the chat real fast. We got Dawn in the house. What's up, Dawn?
What up, Dawn?
We got David Corona.
David.
The Under the Helmet Pod. What's going on?
Okay, what's up?
Captain Niner.
Exactly. What's up, Jason?
Sin.
Hey, Sin. East Coast.
I believe the Under the Helmet Pod is CarCast.
Oh, really? Okay.
I believe. I'm with you, Sin. I like summer too, but sometimes
Me too.
Ready for it to, especially with football right around the corner.
It's when you hit those dog days of summer and there's nothing happening.
Yeah.
You just, create your own action. That's when it gets a little long in the tooth. Yeah.
Good luck on your surgery tomorrow, David.
Good luck, man.
Ooh. Yes, David, good luck. See,
Rob D in the house?
I feel like the long days are in the winter where it's cold, it's dark early, and you can't go out and really do much. Hate that.
Yeah.
I'll take heat and long days every day of the year over that.
And living in darkness for most of the day. Oh, man.
Dark 30 to dark 30. Nope.
Yep.
What's up, Rob D? We got Philly special cards.
What's up?
All right. So to start off, Spencer Burford has a broken hand. We'll know more about that.
Yes.
I text his agent just to say, hey, speedy recovery and that type deal.
Yeah.
Because that sucks.
Yeah.
What's up, Steve-O?
What's up, Steve-O?
We got Talno Hufanga, who should be back in a couple weeks. Jacob Cowing and Tay Martin are out about 10 days with their hamstring.
Yeah.
Isaac Garendo will miss a few weeks with his hamstring. Ricky Pearsall, we know, is back.
Yep.
And John Feliciano was with his knee.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to start off every show with the injuries, kind of like how they do the press conferences.
Like Shanahan does it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to do it like that.
Taking a page out of his playbook.
That's right.
You probably taught him that.
You know what? Maybe.
When you bumped into him at the hotel, Kyle, what would be helpful?
Yeah.
Just give us the injuries first.
I actually think it is very helpful.
It is.
It's right to the point, and then you're going to get all those questions, about how the severity and stuff like that. Like, unfortunately, they spend a whole ton of time on the injuries. So yeah. Brock Purdy yesterday started off well, ended terribly.
Mm-hmm.
Those people are out counting his interceptions again.
Always.
Which, folks, they're just trying things, and I think he actually alluded to that. I'm not sure what he was on today saying that. Maybe it was KMBR or something like that, but he pretty much just said, they try things in practice, and it's, can I look this person off? Can I look that person off? Can I fit this here, and can I do it to bring it into the season? That's all it is. I don't get the whole, oh my God, he's thrown six interceptions in 2 days or whatever the number is. Never understood that, but here we are. I do know is that when I am there on Saturday,
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely going to soak it all in.
Mhm.
I don't think I'll be reporting, you know, the writers and and all that jazz. I'm
Yeah.
gonna soak it all in and just enjoy it because it's my first training camp. Um, and then hopefully get a few pictures and a few autographs, hopefully. But I have a plan.
Same for the Hall of Fame.
All right. All right.
I'll be there Saturday.
Yep. Your
Cool.
future husband's already there. You're
I
just
know.
gonna meet
I
up
saw
with him.
his. I saw his stuff. He sent it to me first before he.
He's of course. Yeah. He FaceTimed
Of
you.
course he
called you.
did.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, he seems like he's on cloud 9. It's really
He
good to
seems
see.
very happy, right?
The
Yep.
smile is electric. You can
It's
feel like
infectious.
the joy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Maddie's not here to talk a little Leonard Floyd. He seems to really be the bookend to Nick Bosa. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Well, let's hope he's a better bookend than Chase Young ended up being. I think Leonard Floyd comes in. I feel like he's a little bit better there and is likely going to perform at a much higher level than we saw Chase Young. I don't know why Chase Young struggled so much. Maybe the playbook was more than he could handle. Maybe, I don't know. He was just out of shape for what we do. But I think Leonard Floyd's an upgrade and looking forward to seeing what he does on the field.
Yeah. We hoped, we kind of knew, we know what he brings to the table. He's a veteran. He's not something where you're like a young guy and he's a question mark. He hasn't done much. We know what he brings to the table. So with other guys getting attention, he's going to get his one-on-ones, plenty of opportunities, and we know he's going to win because he wins his matchups. So with no Trent Williams there and him going against, the backups, he's going to win those matchups, and he has been. And that's what you want to see, right? You would expect him to beat our backups. So it's a good report. It's what we want to
And
see.
if he doesn't, then there's a problem.
Exactly. Like if he was losing to Jalen Moore and those guys, then we'd be like, whoa, what's going on here? Yeah, exactly. Like if he's losing to him, how is he going to match up against Trent Williams when he comes and the other starting left tackles in the league?
All around the league. Yeah.
Right. So you want to see him dominating, doing his thing. Yes, that's what we want.
Yeah, definitely. The interior line seems to be doing its job as well. I was watching some podcasts before we hopped on with David Lombardi and Guy Haberman, and they seem to be, just talking about the interior of the line, and because we have no more Eric Armstead. So what do you guys think about the interior of the line so far? 7 days into camp. What do you think? Ty?
I heard they've been doing well. I heard, they've been stout, getting pressure, looking good this early on. So it's what we want to see. The big thing I've heard is that they've prevented guys from getting to the second level, which has freed up the linebackers, which has freed up Campbell and Fred. So if you could keep big linemen off them and just allow our linebackers to seek and destroy what they're very good at doing, that's a win for us. That is a huge win. So I'm happy to hear the positivity coming out of that early on, and plus, at this point of the camp, the defense is always ahead a little. So it's good to see that they're just on track, right? There's no trends being broken. There's nothing that would be a head scratcher for you at this point from them. So it's all positive. So I'm hoping this just continues and rolls into the first preseason game.
Yeah, Becca.
Yeah, I think there's still some adjustment from all the new players that we've brought in, that they're learning the playbook, they're learning the system, and they all seem to be adjusting. Like the press conferences where a few of them got up there and talked and spoke about the culture and the differences and adjusting. They seem to be doing that, which I think is a big learning curve for all of them. But the coaches all seem to think that the rotation's going well, and that. And, Aaron Banks spoke highly of what everybody's been doing at practice so far. So what he's seeing out of everybody. So I think, it bodes well for us. I think, as we always talk about, the real tale will be the health of everybody come, mid-season and beyond, and making sure everybody stays healthy and everybody's, really understanding the assignment, right? Figuring it all out here.
Yeah.
But, it's a weekend into practice and a weekend or whatever we're in day something here. I think we're okay right now, and I think there's no real negative reports. Even the coaches seem happy with what they're seeing, so I think that's good all around.
I think one guy who's been sticking out is Yetur Gross Matos.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for that. I also forgot to mention that we're giving away Niners Saints preseason tickets in a little bit. So we'll have you guys pick some numbers, and then we'll, pick which one is closer, and then the tickets are yours. Obviously we just need your name and your email address for Maddie so he can transfer them to you. But we'll be doing that a little bit, so stick around.
And Cooney too. High marks for him from what I've heard in the reports about how he's filled in and played. So
yeah, I mean, with Feliciano dealing with his knee, Spencer Burford with his hand,
yeah.
Pooney has been doing really well, and that's a really good thing. Another player who's been doing well is Nick Zakel at center.
Mm-hmm.
You got Brock Purdy's best friend in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, who knows? I mean, obviously, I don't know. Like, I've actually heard less and less talk about Colton McKivitz, because I feel like last season we honed in on him, at the right tackle position, and now all of a sudden it's like you don't really hear his name being called, which isn't a bad thing. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's no news is good news, right? That means he's doing his job. He's not getting
and I think
torn to shreds. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were done. I think the focus is on getting the new guys in and getting those rotations in and seeing what works, and that's usually what happens during this time of year is try new things, try new people in all these different positions. So, I think McKivitz is fine. It's just a matter of what can everyone else do. We brought these guys in. Let's see what they've got.
Yeah, that's a big
Brendel's
point.
not injured.
No, he's not injured. They're just rotation, and that's the thing with the O-line. And we know this is what this regime does. The incumbents are there, and what they always try to do is look for an upgrade. Can someone take that spot? So they will cycle through offensive linemen. They will put guys in at different spots. Feliciano at center. The other guy you just mentioned, Nick Zakel at center or at guard, things like that, to see how they look. How are they playing? Are they better than maybe the guy who's in front of them? Or is he the new backup, etc.? This is that time of year. That's who the focus really is on. So the guy like Pooney getting reps with the ones as well as the twos is huge, as well as the other guys when their number is called and they get in there. How do they look? Are they winning their one-on-ones? And as a line, cohesively, are they gelling together? Are they moving together? Is this looking like a unit that we can go with if needed in a game. That's key.
Well, you can't go by one-on-ones.
No,
I
no,
don't know if you,
no. I mean, not the regular. Let me clarify that, because there are one-on-one periods where a guy will line up just one-on-one against each other. I
right,
mean, like in a
right.
pass set, like I know my responsibility is to block the defensive tackle in front of me. Am I blocking that guy and giving the quarterback time? That's what I
Okay.
mean by one-on-ones. Or like is the left tackle, I'm forgetting his name already. Is he blocking Leonard Floyd well enough to give the quarterback time? Things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Chris Forrester was getting like a little like aggravated
I
when
heard I
he,
heard yeah, the other day he was mad as
yeah,
hell
like
at the
because he
entire
doesn't
O
like
line.
when, yeah, he doesn't like when, people are like, oh, you lost the one-on-one versus, Nick Bosa
Hmm.
or whatever, because
Yeah.
like, everyone's constantly working on something. It's practice.
Yeah.
So you're going to say to this guy, like, look, why don't you do this? And he's going to try to do it. And yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? Like I think Nick Bosa's going to win regardless. I mean, I
Yeah.
know he usually goes up against Trent Williams. Um, but I'm hoping Trent gets back in the building
Yeah.
Oh
shortly.
yeah.
Um,
I
I
mean,
wanted
every
to
one of
talk.
those guys talked about sharpening iron and having one of the best offenses and one of the best defenses, and being able to play against one another is making them all
Yes,
better.
gelling.
And that they talked about it in some of the pressers, how the offense will run certain things and the defense talks about how to work on shutting some of that down, or vice
Yeah.
versa. This is how the defense is coming at us in these situations. This is how we overcome that when you see it coming at you. But I think that that's all good for us. And the more we have the Trent Williams back in the building and the veterans out there, those top tier guys, then it absolutely is true. You're playing against some of the best in the league. So it's only going to make your game better.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would definitely like Trent Williams to be back in the building sooner
Yeah.
rather than later. We definitely need him on the offensive line, but everyone is talking about this. I don't have the video because I'm sure you have seen the video ad nauseum today, but I want to talk about the handshake and the hug.
Oh gosh.
The BA love for John and
Yeah, I
Kyle.
want to talk
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
about the John Lynch handshake and the Kyle Shanahan hug of Brandon Ayuk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody's going to read into it.
Yeah.
I've heard people say that, ooh, a contract is imminent.
Yeah.
I've heard people say, oh, he's going to be traded. That's just them saying their goodbye.
Uh-huh.
What do you guys think, Becca?
I mean, I honestly think they'll get something done. At this point, I really feel like it would have to be some big marquee trade to give him up. It would have to be something extraordinary to give him up. I think a contract will get done. I do. And I saw the video, of course, like everyone else, and you're just like, they're on good terms. Apparently they're having healthy conversations, and that bodes well for getting a deal done. If you are able to walk up and handshake and give hugs and say, hey man, that means there's a really strong open dialogue where you are having honest, open conversations. And so I'm hopeful that that's what I'm reading when I saw that's what that means. If he's getting traded, I think he would be salty, and we've already seen him throw tantrums. If there were an imminent trade, I do not think we would see. He would be insulted, he would be mad, and he would not be showing that kind of love. I don't personally think, just based on his previous behaviors.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I just think it's like just them, I'm kind of with Sin, like, you really can't,
Yeah.
it's just people saying hello to what's up to one another. I mean, some people said like, oh, John Lynch's handshake was kind of like, you know
Oh
what,
yeah.
like I can't deal with you and, and stuff like that. Let's bring on Tarrerdome.
What's up?
Welcome.
Hi,
Tarrerdome.
gang. I'm sorry, I'm a little late. I was doing something I probably should have been doing prior to. How's everybody tonight?
Doing good, man.
Good.
Doing good.
No worries. Better
Wow.
late than never.
Thank you so much.
We are actually talking about the handshake and the hug. John Lynch's handshake, Kyle Shanahan's hug of BA.
I
I'm
saw
sure
that.
you've seen the video.
Yeah, yeah.
So what are your
Little.
thoughts on that?
Yeah. It sent some little vibes there. Seemed like you just we call it cordial,
Yeah.
little dap and just a little something. And then John Lynch came back with a little, at the end of it that it wasn't the affirming, hey, we got it done. It's, hey, it is what it is. We're gonna be all right. Everything all right. And with him wearing the all black hooded veiled thing, it kind of spoke volumes. And I still think we like 50-50. It looks like he could be gone in a couple days. Stay tuned. I didn't get the warm and fuzzy. I didn't get it.
That is a good point about the all black hoodie, though. That like he was in mourning a little bit. See, I saw it positively, but that's probably just.
My thing is like if you're saying goodbye, are you going to do it in front of everybody?
Well, he had to be there because the fine is what, 30 or 40,000. So we're gonna go to practice. And last I heard, he did request a trade, and they had been talking a little bit. It just, with so much in the air, it seems like it could have went a couple of different avenues in terms of you're gonna get what you want, and we're probably gonna get what we want, kinda. And you want that money, but it might not be here. It might not be here. So we're just gonna still be cool. But yeah. It wasn't the endurance. If it was, man, I'm excited. You laid exactly what I needed on me, man. Y'all, hey, you know how we go. It wasn't that celebratory, we closed the deal hugs. And
It was a cordial thing. It was hey, man, what's going on? What's up?
Yeah,
good to see you.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
Well, good to see you.
I don't see it as a goodbye. And what Becca was saying, what Becca was saying too, like, if it is going to be a trade, like it better be for something, not like a second rounder that doesn't even help us this year. Like it has to be something that can help us this year because we're in the Super Bowl window.
Right.
Yes.
Big time. It has to be big time. Otherwise, it's not going to make any sense for us. He's going to play out the last year of his contract here with us in our Super Bowl run. That's how that's going to go. I saw before you popped on Tarrerdome, I saw it as there's open dialogue. Things have to be going well for them to be him to walk up and hug and handshake and everybody to be smiling. Like they're all like, Kyle looked like he had a big smile on his face. So I saw it positively. Like they must really be having some very good open dialogue and conversation to
and
have
I respect
that kind of a vibe going on. Yes, he's in all black, and it's probably still his protest of things a little bit with the team, which, that's a great point you made. I did notice that as well. But I didn't see it negatively, and I didn't see it overly positive either. Like I didn't look at that and go, oh, well, the deal is done. Or I didn't look at it as this is him saying goodbye. Like I didn't read that at all out of it. I just said things have to be open and at least good discussions, healthy discussions happening.
And I hope you're right, Bex. I really do. I do. I am being very cautiously optimistic that you are right. I hope Bex is on the money, but every time I think Well, that wasn't so much. Well, people get mad. Oh, this is how the 49ers do. Something different would come from it. And I did a show a couple of weeks ago where I referenced the Hollywood Nights with Newbomb Turk and that cop. And when BA posted that inner squad film of the Washington Commanders, Officer Bumbow said, "This shit is way out of line." I was, I was like, "This ain't good. This really, that you don't post that. You know what you about to post. Your family knows what you're about to post." The great Herman Edwards said, "Don't press send. Don't press send." And you went on and pressed send on there. I said,
Well,
"Come
that
on."
was him throwing tantrums and to get attention, and we talked about that too. How we've seen him throw tantrums, and if he was getting traded, I don't think BA's out there dapping people up and hugging and shaking hands. He's going to be salty, and he's going to be throwing a tantrum and posting some more nonsense on his social media. That's what his MO has been, and I just there has to be some level of open, healthy discussion and dialogue, or he wouldn't be out there behaving like he did in that video. He would be on social media having a little bit of a mini meltdown.
Or it's the thing about it, if he was really upset, you don't go down and you don't dap people up. Right. You show up so you don't get fined. You stay down at the end of the field.
Exactly.
And you just say, "Hey, I'm here. My neck, my back. Oh, I can't."
Or you
I
don't
can't work
stand
out,
with
but I'm
John
here.
Lynch. You don't stand with John Lynch, in the back, like, the other day when John Lynch was watching the defense. But to me, this handshake and the hug, it was definitely to try to compare it to something would be Jim Harbaugh and Jed York. Jim Harbaugh's last game. Okay, that exchange that they had. Obviously, that you knew it was the end. I don't think.
Yeah.
That was such a weird, odd moment, though. Like, that was different.
True, but you kind of did know it was the end. I mean, they're not smiling. It was just kind of forced.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't forced. I mean, there's smiles. You know what I mean? Like, just for a little bit of context.
It was very friendly. Yeah, I mean, if you want, I thought you were trying to compare them as similar.
No.
You knew that this. Yeah, that
What?
one is gonna be good and over. But I would caution, because sometimes the end all be all is not necessarily him staying there to make everything happy. He wants the money, and they want to keep the money. A trade where he gets his money and they keep their money is kind of it is in the vein of being okay with both of them. That's why I throw that caveat out there. BA's number one thing is not just to be a 49er and on the field with 49ers and be great, but he wants to be compensated well. They want him to, do it at a reduced rate. The answer to that could be you get it at another place. And everybody would have to be cool with it. That's why that's caveated like that.
Kelly says if BA was getting traded and saying his goodbyes, that would be done behind the scenes.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah. It would, if you wouldn't be getting fined $30,000 or $40,000 a day. You show on up, and you.
Yeah, but just yesterday he wasn't on the field.
He didn't show up yesterday at all?
No, I don't think he was on the field yesterday. Because there were people saying like, "Oh, we don't see BA or whatever." He wasn't on the field yesterday. So I agree, Kenny.
Was it a veteran's day off?
More like he is signing though.
Did he qualify for veterans?
Shannon seemed more like he is signing though. Yeah, but Shanny ain't really in control of all of the money and the decision finally. I don't know. It could be. This thing is so weird. This thing should have been taken care of after the
Early.
Philadelphia Eagles game. They should have went to him. Everybody could have saved the money. We could have saved at least $21,000. They could have got him at 24-6. And then you knew he was balling out. You knew he was on a trajectory.
24-6. Whoa. Red flag on the play. Where'd you get that number from?
Because at the time the highest paid receiver was about $24,000. I mean $24 million. You could have got him way cheaper
at the end of
the season.
Yeah,
before the other big contract started to hit.
Halfway
after the Super Bowl?
No. After we played the Philadelphia Eagles regular season, that's when you make this move. And you could have got them for 24-6. Those prices started skyrocketing at the end of the Super Bowl and going up.
But didn't we also have to wait for the
look and see who the highest paid receiver was? And I could be at least $3 million off. Who was the highest paid receiver after we played the Philadelphia Eagles?
Tariq Hill with his 30 million average.
Yeah.
Tariq was 30 million. We couldn't have got BA for 26 at that time. I just know
the market was Cooper Kupp on the low end at 26.7 and Tariq on the high end at 30. So that's your range.
Okay, so we could have got him for 26, 27, 28.
27.
And we could have been done with it.
That's their number allegedly right now, 26.
Yeah, but now the market dictates.
Now I know.
Who's at 35 now? It could have been done earlier. It should have been done earlier, way earlier. You knew he was balling out. You knew he hadn't been injured. You know he was good. You know he's everything you need. He's everything you want.
Like he was our guy.
We could have went to him like we went to Greenlaw after the Chicago game, 2 years removed. You do this stuff early when you know that guy. That's your guy. Don't sit around and wait. If you got the guy and you see it's the guy, just pull the trigger, man. Pull the trigger. He's never hurt. When do you remember BA getting hurt? He's a dog. He's the one that will go at Fred Warner. He's the one that will go at a defense. He's the one just running the best routes. He's your deep threat. He is money. He's got hands and he blocks. That's what you're looking for. If you don't have a BA, we're going to be looking for a BA. You go ahead and pull the trigger when you know that that's the guy. It might be it's just me. I was on Brock Purdy's train after I saw him do what he did in 22. It ain't take me but 2 games.
You wanted to sign him long term after the Miami game.
You better go ahead and get him now because that's what we looking for. I know what I'm looking at. I'm in the Jerry West, God rest his soul. It don't take me long. I'll see a ball player. I know what I'm looking for. That's it. Let's come on out this store. I don't go shopping and look at the pretty frilly stuff. No, I came here for that. Yeah. Give me that. Let's go.
For those of you just joining us, we got Tarrerdome in the house, and we are going to be giving away Niners Saints tickets in a little bit. So we'll have you guys pick a number, and then we'll draw. Yeah, I don't know. Tarrerdome, like this could go either way. I just want BA signed. Trent Williams as well. He's a big part of that offensive line. Hold on, sooner rather than later.
They are signed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They just want extensions.
Right.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they are under contract. I don't want to be like the TV people and
I misspoke.
Makes you feel like they're free agents.
Yes.
No. We're signed.
I would like Trent
we want everybody happy. Yes.
And I would like BA
guarantees
to be extended.
Yes. Let's get everybody extended.
Is that better, Ty?
happy and on the team.
Because I had someone ask me that the other day. It's like, why haven't you guys signed BA? Can anybody sign him? And I'm like, no. He's under contract.
He's gonna play for us.
Extension negotiation. Chill, Vikings fan. You're not signing him.
Yeah, but like the great Mike Tomlin said, I want volunteers, not hostages.
Mm-hmm.
I need you here.
100%.
Blessed, happy, and prosperous. And let's move on with these plays because we have a window that is rapidly closing because next year we're going to have to make some real business decisions.
Nope. We don't have to make business decisions for another 2024, 2025, 2026, not until 2027.
Okay.
Got a couple.
That's when the business decisions
the
need
Niners
to be made.
Saints game is August 18th.
Attorney Matlock.
If it don't fit, you must have quit. Let's go.
You know what? I don't know if I agree with this either, Kenny. I don't know. If he really cared about the team, he wouldn't ask so much and force it to break up. But money is money, and I get it.
It's the business side of football. It happens on every team every year.
There yet. We're not. You know what? Brock Purdy has to perform this year to get that contract. Okay, so we're and he probably will. I hope he does, but we're not there yet. Let's talk about this season. Let's go win that Super Bowl this season.
That's what Let's
get BA extended.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
Let's get Trent extended.
I know, but these guys look long term. I had Tony from Nothing But Niners on early in the summer, and we were talking and everything. He said, you're going to see some contracts. You're going to see a lot of stuff happening this year. I said, Tony, we ain't got to worry about that, man. Brock ain't due for another year. He said, everybody's looking a year ahead on their money. They don't look this year. They're looking 2 years down. They're looking 3 years down. And he said, watch what I tell you. It's gonna be about money this offseason. And I said, oh no, man, no, everybody under contract, we good. And sure enough, everybody's looking 2 years ahead, saying, what about me? I need this. I need that. Everybody. That's why BA is like he is right now. You done seen everybody else going and getting paid. If I'm at a job and everybody else getting their bonuses and getting their guarantees and restructuring a little bit and everything, it makes you like, hey, what about me? And they doing it on a year later schedule. They looking a year down. Those agents are looking a year down the road. Everybody's looking a year down the road. I didn't think it mattered. I still don't think it matters. We need to regroup, move up, get one of these great tackles, and let's try to go back and win this Super Bowl in 24. I said, I'm not worried about 25. He said, they're going to be worried about 25. And you know what? They was worried about 25. So
the players are worried about 25. I think, if we do nothing with BA and force him to play, he still has to perform well. Because if he doesn't play well for us, what does that do to his market value as a free agent? He's got to play well. I mean, the same thing, you could say the same thing about any of those guys. Yeah. If you don't get the extension and you're playing in the last year of your contract, you better show up and you better ball out, because now teams are going to look at you like, look at the drop off just because he didn't get an extension. To me, that's and look at the drop off when they hold out and play the following year. That's also a problem. So you're going to pick up a guy, and then what's he going to do for you, or what's he not going to do for you? So I think BA has a big problem on his hands, a double-edged sword here. Yeah, you want the big money. Yes, you want to do these things, but the longer you hold out, the worse that bodes for you to play well, Yes, in an extension, we're going to have a down season with him if he doesn't get on the field soon. But also, if we keep him and make him play out the last year of his contract, then he's going to have to play. He's going to have to play well, or his market value goes down significantly, and he just becomes a whatever receiver in the league. He is not marquee anymore. He's fallen off the top tier.
And
his number goes down big time, right? So BA has to be careful about his negotiations too.
Around the NFL, a lot of people kind of understand, and if you got a market for it, I see people who get signed who didn't even play a whole year from suspension and got $230 million guaranteed. Don't mistake.
Yeah. Well, I guess
they don't look at all of that. They don't say, oh, this guy is clearly not a character guy. Somebody is going to pony up and say that is what we need, and it's probably your enemy. It's probably the Seattle Seahawks, the Dallas Cowboys, or somebody. They are going to spend stupidly for they say, I know why I can see Jerry Jones. I know why you were disgruntled messing around with those 49ers. I tell you what, it is my dream to have BA next to CD. I think all those letters are together. Are they correct?
Rearrange them. You're at the top of the alphabet, and that's where we want to be.
Great.
I might get
We'll take BA for CD. They've got their own issues. CD holding out too, waiting on the BA contract because he wants money. They're all holding.
These people will do some things and make your head swim. It's like, no, that's
all right. So
that's a fair
if you want Niners Saints tickets, the game's August 18th. Drop a number in the chat.
Hey, drop a number. Hey, chat, what's going on, chat? I don't like messing with the chat too much, man. I like being amongst.
Let's just a little bit of O-line, Tarrerdome.
Yes.
Spencer Burford, broken hand. John Feliciano is dealing with a knee. We talked about Trent Williams. Enter Jalen Moore, Nick Zakel at center, Dominic Pooney at right guard. What are your thoughts?
Hearing good things about Pooney. Pooney's apparently a dog, and that's going to help us on the right side. I've been hearing a come to earth with Aaron Banks because it's a little different when you're playing beside one of the greatest that ever did it, and then and he's not there. It looks a little different.
Between 1 and 50. Sorry.
Take the great Lincoln Tomlinson, who was a Pro Bowler, and oh man, this great guy went and got money, right?
Got paid.
Ask those Jets how Lincoln Tomlinson looks when he's not beside Trent Williams. That thing made a difference. Now I think they're ready to send him back to us. But
return to sender.
Yeah, he said, man, as Shannon Sharp was said, man, we don't gotta do it. but it makes things a lot different when you got one of the best in the game that has ever played. Gold jacket instantly 5 years after you retire. That guy is really it. And think about it. We are ranked, PFF ranks us like 24th overall in offensive line, 28th against the pass. And we have the greatest tackle since Anthony Munoz on there. If he's not there, then I don't know what PFF might rank us. 33rd. He ain't got but 32 teams.
Right.
I'm hoping the rookie will keep on making steps towards flourishing. But man, I've been well documented saying, please do not marginalize the offensive line. Everybody needs The offensive line, that is your protection. I wanted to move up and get one of those good tackles this year. They are so hard to find. Get that tackle, get all the good talent, and Chris Forrest is like, I don't need a guy, that good. I just need this. Just get skill position guys. Man, they got a term on the internet, F around to find out.
Well, we definitely don't want to be in the find out side of that.
Yeah. F around.
We'll get something done with Trent for sure.
Yeah, get that deal done with Trent, man. I do not want my boy back there, being protected by Pee-wee Herman.
He needs to be ready.
All right. So if you're just joining us, we are going to be giving away Niners Saints tickets. The game is August 18th. Pick a number between 1 and 50, and we'll be drawing shortly. And we got Tarrerdome joining us. Tarrerdome, as always, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Miss Barbara Walters. I won't I won't cry. I apologize for being late. I thought it was going to start at 9, and I was sitting there looking at the Shannon Sharp interview in LL Cool J, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the best." He was getting me all hype and everything. I said, "Man, wait to Jess's thing. I'm going in there like that." And I was like, "You know what? I bet that thing's starting at 8. Let me look." I looked at that phone. Just said, "Where are you?" And I ran here like like Eddie Kane Jr. I had to go past a cab and jump over Eddie Kane Jr. in 5 Heartbeats. I had to hit the stage and just say, "Whoa, ain't got no money." So thank you so much for having me.
Let's talk about the secondary. Let's start with this guy, Malik Mustafa.
Baller. Oh, good things happening. Hearing a lot of the same. I had him in my mock drafts once or twice. I had looked at his film. He's a Charlotte boy from North Carolina. He played a little bit at the University of Richmond, where I am from, Richmond, Virginia. And then he went back down to Wake Forest, which is an hour up here in North Carolina.
In the triangle.
The kid can play. I was thinking of more of a box safety because he didn't have the big numbers in terms of interceptions, but he's flashing playmaking ability. He's coming in prepared. He's coming in with a sizzle. He's coming in with a pop. That's what we need here at safety. I'd love to see combinations of him, Jair Brown, and returning back all pro Talanoa Hufanga. Hey man, we can go 4-2-5. We can go big nickel. We can have 3 safeties on the field at once if you want to. We can go with Lenore and combinations of him and Ward on other. I really like our defensive backfield, and I like the 2 guys on up front that we picked up, Collins and who is that other one? Is it Jordan Elliott or
Jordan Elliott? Yeah.
I like them a lot better than Kinlaw and Armstead. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna take the fiery darts, but Armstead is 2 years. I was trying to get rid of him 2 years ago. This is gonna be real interesting. The linebackers looking good. Graham is flashing. I thought he flashed last year. Him and the younger one that we had too, Winters. Hey man, hey, watch out for this defense. A lot of toys out here. Leonard Floyd. Hey, a lot of toys out here. As a defensive man, I can get a little I can get erotic, even somewhat psychotic. I'm hitting switches, don't get just you be thinking hydraulics and up and down like a roller coaster. Yeah. That's a little Tupac for y'all if you
Love it.
You know
Love
who's
it.
I like Isaac Yadam too.
I heard he got a little bit of work from is it T.O. Jr. On long passes, but he's good in the short to intermediate. That's what I was hearing. But T.O. Jr. out there, man, y'all better watch out for T.O. Jr. T.O. Jr.
Yeah.
Coming to play.
T.O.
Coming to
Jr.
play.
But
Everybody get your we got Red Jet
Get
Shell
your
in the
numbers
house.
in.
What's going on? Everybody get your
Whoa.
numbers in.
Red Jet
For
in the
Niners
house.
Saints, August 18th. We're giving away tickets 1 to 50. Pick your numbers. We're gonna pick in the next, I don't know, what do you think, Ty? 5 minutes?
Yeah. Do I have my phone?
you got the random number. I need
right
that
back.
app. The random number app.
A
Yeah, we
random
definitely need
number
your phone,
picker. Yeah.
Is that an actual app, Bex?
It is that you can pick a random number on. Yeah, there is an app for that.
I
Yeah.
gotta invent an
There's
app.
an app to like play bingo where it picks the bingo numbers at random for you, so you don't have a little spinning machine anymore to pull.
Man, they got apps for everything. Everything. You gotta have an app. Is there an app for this?
Tara, you were talking about, just some of the players, the versatility. I think is something that we saw in the off season, just with who we picked up, with their ability to play different positions on the O line, even the cornerbacks. Like we've got, cornerbacks that are now we can play people inside, outside, and I read something somewhere where we played nickel 80% of the time with 3 cornerbacks. And so like having guys that can, if somebody's out, they can switch to outside versus inside and play all these different roles. Like it's just beautiful that we have so much talent and the next man up mentality is so strong because everybody's so versatile and can move around. And I think that's just a thing that we saw a big drop off last year when the number one guy's out, the backup, the next man up wasn't quite up to the task. And what we seemingly have done in the offseason is really backfill the Eric Armstead role with people who can step in and play. And the next guy up also is a key veteran who can step in and play and play at a high level. So I feel good about what we've done, at least on paper. We'll see how it starts to shake out in the real season. But I mean, at least what it looks like they've done is bring in some outside talent that's good at their jobs. Yedem is one of those guys, and Malik Collins is another one. Like he's familiar with some of the plays coming out of Houston. And who's the other guy that was in Atlanta? Devontae Campbell. He's like, oh, I know.
Yeah, that is true, Bex. You got it.
Learning all the new lingo, the system I'm familiar with. So they're bringing in people that are somewhat familiar with the system we run. And, I think the learning curve is a little shorter and they're veterans, so they're going to pick up on it a lot quicker. So I like this plug and play versatility of what we've done in the off season.
Yes, ma'am. You hit the nail on the head. You got to have versatility and depth. You definitely got to have depth because it's a long season. And as we know, more than most teams, even though we haven't won a Super Bowl in recent memories, we know about the longevity of a season. And you got to have depth. And, it will preserve you so you can get to those winter months of when champions and true contenders play, competitors play in the months of January and February, which a lot of you other teams and haters don't know about.
You don't know about that.
What was
season ends in December.
What in the presser? Hopefully there's a week 18, 19, and 20.
Yes. We're looking for the 20 week.
Yeah, we're looking for
That's
those 19, 20. Those later.
See, most of the other teams in the NFL, they say, man, long as we can get to Thanksgiving, as long as they don't include our name, and they are mathematically eliminated.
There you go.
Last call
let's
for
listen.
Niners Saints tickets. Get your numbers in between 1 and 50. Last call.
Last call for
Enter a
alcohol.
number in the chat, people.
Y'all know how y'all would go to the bar.
You know who I want to talk about too? Renardo Green.
Renardo Green, FSU.
He seems to be very feisty, like Juwan Jennings.
Okay, all right.
Which is what you want.
Yeah,
I
you
like
want
to have
it.
a corner who could be in the
Yeah.
slot.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tarrerdome?
You got to have a little bit of that. That's something that we might have been lacking a little bit, but you got to back. He's an FSU guy, and FSU guys, that that's what they do. I love the U, but I gotta say FSU, man, them boys just come up. Deion Sanders, going back, Jalen Ramsey. This is kind of, I think they teach you how to be feisty at Florida State University. If you're gonna play corner, you gotta do that. If you don't, I think they get rid of you. They send you to Florida. So I like that. We need that. We need that. Now, don't cost us 15. Don't be stupid.
Right.
But use your Dennis Rodman skills of doing it to the echoes of the whistle and then turning your back and go, who, me?
I ain't hear the whistle, man.
Did I do that?
You gotta blow that louder.
They like gaslighters.
All right, Ty, you ready to pick?
Yep. Hold on.
All right.
Can we see that?
Niners Saints, August 18th.
Right now, it's 0. He's hitting the button. The button is hit. Oh, all the
33.
33. Roger Craig.
33.
Who was
good
thinking
old Roger?
Roger Craig? Who was thinking Roger Craig?
Ooh.
Jess will look through.
We got Steve-O with 32.
All 32 going with that.
Ooh.
And then the next closest behind, well, David Corona was 35. So it's Steve-O with 32.
Steve-O going to the game.
Way to go, Steve-O. Congrats.
Steve-O,
Out
congratulations.
there tailgating Steve-O.
Congrats.
Steve-O out this piece.
Good job.
Good job. Congratulations, Steve-O, on an excellent win. Saints picked up a tackle I really wanted too. Talise Fuaga. He was drafted there, so you'll get to see some of that. Who do we have inner squad this year? We're not going to be with the Saints inner squad. We're going to be with the Titans?
No, it's the Saints, isn't it?
It's the
Steve-O,
Saints.
are you on Twitter?
Don't we have that inner squad practice with the Saints?
Is that who it's going to be? Okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm
looked
pretty sure it's them.
I looked at the schedule. I know we would do it with somebody. I didn't know if it was going to be the first game or the second.
Yeah, I think they announced they wanted to try to set something up with the Titans, but it didn't work out. So they
that's what I'm thinking.
They wanted to do with them also, but it didn't work out. But the Saints is definitely happening.
All right. And they're coming to Santa Clara. We got to go to was that New Orleans?
No, it's in Santa Clara. The Saints
Santa
game.
Clara, so they'll be in.
Yeah, but the joint practices are going to be in Southern California.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because our facility is not big enough. That's what they said. Steve, if you have Twitter, DM me because I need your full name and email address so I can give it to Maddie so he can transfer you the tickets.
Get her in the DM. Get your prize.
Yes,
so you can
please.
go to the game, tailgate a little bit. They probably be.
If not, I'm gonna make a fake account saying my name is Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Tickets.
Lots of Steve-O's in the house.
He just goes by one name, Steve-O, like McLovin.
Yeah.
Tony, better late than never, Tony.
Yeah. Way to guess after the fact, Tony. And still guess wrong.
Yeah, right.
Dang, Tony, you have one job.
Dang, man, that's like
So,
a failing the open book.
before we get out of here, let's talk a little running backs.
RB.
Oh man, I'm excited about the RB room.
CMC, JP Mason, Elijah Mitchell, Isaac Guerrero, Cody Schrader.
Hearing things about Cody.
Yeah,
Hearing big things about Cody.
Ty, I'm
Cody
going to start
Schrader.
with you since you're excited about the RB room.
excited about the
Go
RB
ahead.
room. Hearing good things. Well, one, we know what CMC is, and he hasn't been practicing that much. And you know what? Good. Save his
Yeah.
legs a little bit because we know how we abuse him during the season.
Yeah.
There was video proof of it. But hearing JP Mason just running hard, finishing runs, and
That's
not just finishing them for the fact that he's fighting for his life, but finishing them smart and getting those extra yards that's there. And we all know he just falls forward anyway.
Fall forward, baby. Fall forward.
Exactly.
Love that.
So he's like, come on, we seen it in games. He's doing even more in practice.
That's dope.
That's exciting. You gotta be excited about him. Hopefully, this is the year he gets more run because we all know we could use him out there. Yeah.
That part.
You know,
that part.
exactly
And
that part.
he's catching out of the backfield a little bit more,
and he's
frequently.
catching too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
hey, those pass plays that we got dialed up. He isn't the route runner that CMC is. We know he's not going to run everything, but hey, if we could get him out on some swing passes, maybe some in-cut and choice routes, things like that, catch yards and get him running downhill, that's a huge plus for us.
That's the man.
Yeah, that's a huge plus for us. So you got Corey Schrader out there running hard, running smart. He seems to know angles and just how to get upfield. Gotta love that. And I even heard Elijah Mitchell is running hard. He's running hard, like he's fighting for his life. And we know he has talent. Elijah Mitchell's a talented back. He just can't stay healthy.
But Kyle loves him though.
Kyle, I know. You know, Kyle loves that certain guys. He just loves.
Love Elijah Mitchell. He crazy about him.
Yeah, but if he can stay healthy and just be part of that stable, that gives us a strong backfield. A strong backfield.
That's it right there. So ice up and wrap up. You know, everything, Elijah. Do what you got to do. Hit the cold tub. Do some yoga.
Exactly. You know, go visit the Mr. Miyagi massage parlor. You know, to get some going on. You know, heal up. Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do, man. Get in there.
If Kyle like turns it when he wants to put on his bully ball helmet and just run it down your throat.
Be that. All right,
now we got 3 guys who can just run it down your throat.
That's what I want. That dominant offensive line and just taking the air out of the ball. That is I tell y'all, I go back and look at some of those old films of the Redskins and Cowboys and Steelers. A lot of those games that they won, man, they just took the air out the ball and just ran it down. You New York Giants, the black and blue division, and just ran that thing the last 6 minutes with Pat Summerall and John Madden on Sunday saying, well, you know, when you got the ball, the possession and momentum, and you got a running game that just can run, get a first down, get 2 first downs. Pat Summerall used to come on, well, immediately following 60 minutes, except for you on the West Coast.
Yep.
This one's about over, John. What do you say? Yeah, and they got the Gatorade, bath waiting for him over there. Just run.
He'd use the telestrator, circle the guy with the Gatorade.
This is him, and he's gonna dump it on this guy. See,
see,
that's what you want. Win ugly.
All right. So, does anybody else have anything to add before we say goodnight?
I do not. I have to pee. Oh, I see Jim Everett's here. Jim.
All
hey,
right. Let's go to that hurry up offense in the 2-minute warning.
Done and 1 and the 2 and
And one
Boom.
and two.
Okay, Becca.
I can't wait to go to the Hall of Fame and see my man, my husband, my love of my life get inducted in the Hall of Fame this weekend. My Patrick, I'll be there, leaving out 50-yard line, 10 rows back. I am there, ready.
Oh,
Got the creds, all of it, ready to rock and roll. I saw something, but I'm not sure it's real. But I saw that Charles Haley passed away today.
no.
I've not
No
been
way.
able to find another
I haven't
news source
seen anything about
that's verified that. But I did see
No,
that.
I haven't
earlier.
seen
I
anything.
don't know. But if that is really true, then
Oh,
rest in
wow.
peace to Charles Haley. But I just looked again and I was like, I don't know where I saw that pop up today, but I wrote it down. Like, are you serious? Charles Haley died? I don't know if it's true or not, but
man.
after a short illness, so whatever that is, rest in peace to him.
I think I did hear he was sick. I did hear he was sick, but I didn't know if he passed today.
I don't know for sure if
Oh,
it's
man.
true, but look, padded practice is here. Football's back. The Hall of Fame games this weekend.
Hall of
It's
Fame
on.
game.
Go Niners.
So you're going to Canton, and I'm messing up the 44 seconds. I'm gonna run this real quick
Don't worry
play.
about it.
You'll absolutely love it, Bex. Is it your first time going to Canton?
No,
No, it's not
the
my
whole
first
time.
time.
Okay.
First time going to a Hall of Fame induction ceremony, though. I've been there to do the thing.
You'll love it. The atmosphere is awesome.
I can't wait.
Oh man.
Tarrerdome, closing thoughts.
Let's keep on monitoring practice, man. Don't let one day mess you up. My boy threw 4 interceptions. I think he's still throwing the interception yesterday. Don't get caught up in all of that. Just let's look at our new guys. We already know what Brock and everybody is going to be. Just let's focus on our new guys. I'm hearing that our defensive coordinator Staley will be in the booth. One of them will be in the booth, and the other one will be
Brandon Staley
there.
will be in the booth.
Sources in the booth.
Staley.
However they work that out.
Staley's in the booth.
And two-headed monster. That's a little freaky, but nonetheless, man, thank y'all so much for having me on, Jess. I just crazy about you.
Thanks for coming on, Tarrerdome.
And you too, Bex.
Just like Becca will be in Canton, I will be in Santa Clara. I fly out on Friday, so I'm going to training camp on Saturday. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And like I said earlier, I'm just gonna soak it all in, enjoy myself. I'm not going to be reporting like some fans have been doing. I'll leave that to the writers. Just want to enjoy myself. 49ers football's back. It'll be September before you know it. Just enjoy it. And as always, go Niners. Shout out to the chat. Congratulations to Steve-O. Tarrerdome, you're awesome. And Ty, you're up.
Yeah, just want to wish you and Beck safe travels. I know it's going to be awesome. Shout out to Patrick Willis making it to the Hall.
Yes.
He's been in every other Hall of Fame you can think of in football. He's been in the 49er Faithful Hall of Fame, but now he's going into Pro Football Hall of Fame. It is well-deserved and overdue in my book. Yes. So shout out to him. Patrick, you still can't beat me in the race, but that's all right. I'm going to get you in some Top Golf or some pool or something. We're going to work it out. Tarrerdome, my man. That's right. The challenge is out there. Tarrerdome, my man. Thanks for coming on as always. Always bringing the energy and the positivity, brother. I love you. It's all good up in here.
Yes.
Tarrerdome, I got one more question for you. I think I know this answer, but I asked Ted this question. I want to ask you, Brock Purdy or Jordan Love?
Oh, Brock's my guy. I'm crazy about Brock. But I will say this: Jordan Love is having what I thought and what I still kind of hope Trey Lance should have. They always were neck and neck to me. If Trey Lance didn't have the scrutiny and everything of being a San Francisco 49er, he would be having the career Jordan Love is right now. That's really what I think. If he went somewhere else, if he went to Tennessee or Green Bay and could just sit under a good Hall of Famer for 2 or 3 years and get his turn, and they would be the same. That's what I have for Trey.
All right, we definitely had bad clock management tonight with the 2-minute warning, but we'll get
Yeah,
better at it.
That's why you got to. That's why you got to run it
Shout out
at the
to
end of the
everybody.
game.
You guys are awesome, and we will see you next week. Go Niners.
Go
With
Niners.
the timeouts, Jeff. It's all the timeouts.
Yeah.
And of course, for the upstart 49ers, they're 6 yards away from Pontiac. 3rd and 3.
We'll see a pickup sometime on the right side, possibly.